Hi, my name is Taylor Lewis, and I'm the Associate Director of Corporate Recruitment Partnerships for iMentor in New York City. Thank you so much for your interest in our organization. I'm really excited to tell you more about our program and the volunteer commitment. At iMentor, we are a national mentoring/college access organization that works in New York City, Chicago, and Baltimore. Within each of those cities, we partner with under-resourced high schools that are typically located in low-income communities, and we give every single student within those schools a mentor for their 11th and 12th grade year. That mentor is helping them navigate the college application process. So they're supporting with career exploration, school selection, financial aid, applications, etc., in the hopes of making sure that every single one of our students has equal access to college. Because the unfortunate reality is that oftentimes these students don't always have access to college in the same way that their peers do. Approximately 98% of our students identify as students of color, and 70% of them will be the first in their families to attend college. I call out these two numbers specifically because we recognize that these demographics of students have historically been kept out of post secondary institutions. So at iMentor, we are tearing down any and all barriers again to make sure that every single one of our students has equal access to college. One of the biggest barriers that we are actively fighting against is this country's counselor to student ratio. Because on average, for every one guidance counselor within a high school, they support somewhere around 425 students every single year, which is obviously, it is impossible for them to devote the necessary amount of time to each student to make sure that those students have a really well developed post secondary plan. This might not be a huge deal if students have parents or siblings who've been through this process because they can look elsewhere for that college knowledge. And this might also not be a huge deal for students who attend better resourced high schools because there might be some additional supports in place. But for first generation students and for students who do attend these underserved schools, this could be a reason as to why we're not seeing them enroll in college. So by being able to provide every single one of our students with their own mentor, what we're doing is we're essentially bringing this ratio down to 1 to 1. If you look at the numbers, you can see that our program model really does work. When we look at our iMentor students and compare them to students at peer schools that don't have iMentor, you can see that our students go on to enroll in college at significantly higher rates. They go on to persist to their second year of college at significantly higher rates. And then when we look long term, you can see that our students are more than twice as likely to earn a 4 year degree by their mid 20s than their non iMentor peers. So, how do we do it? We have you as a mentor, but we want all of our mentors to know that they're not expected to do this alone. You will be supporting your mentee through the post secondary process, but you will have the support of a designated program manager. Our program managers support every single one of our peers within our program to make sure that they are set up for success. Our program managers provide all of our mentors with trainings. They teach a weekly iMentor class to all of our students within their school. They facilitate the monthly events that you and your mentee will attend, and they're there to help you in any way, shape, or form. So we really want all of our mentors to know that they will have the support of an iMentor staff member through this entire process. In addition to the program manager, all students and mentors will follow a very structured curriculum that's designed to make sure that we're having the right conversations with students at the right time, and that by the time a student graduates, they know exactly what they want to do and they know how they can get there. All of our students follow this curriculum very closely in their iMentor class. Mentors follow this curriculum as well. So, as a mentor, you're never left wondering what you should be talking to your mentee about and when. In terms of the volunteer commitment, all we're asking is 3 hours of your time every single month to make a really, really big difference in a student's life. The three things that we ask all of our mentors to do: one, we ask that you communicate with your mentee once per week on our online platform. What this looks like is students attend a weekly iMentor class. They log on to our online platform during that class and they're given a prompt that will tie directly back to what was talked about in class that day. They are then responding to that prompt in a message to their mentor, and then you, as their mentor, are doing the exact same thing. Once a week, you're logging onto our platform, you're seeing a prompt so you know what the focus of that week is, and then you're responding to that prompt in a message to your mentee. The next thing that we ask of everyone is that they meet with their mentees once per month at our school-based events. These events take place in the evenings from about 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock at your mentee's school. So the ask is just that you are able to commute to one of our 13 partner high schools across 4 of the 5 boroughs. At the moment, we have schools in every single borough except for Staten Island. At these events, your program manager will be there with a task that you are working on together. You and your mentee will have the opportunity to bond and catch up, but also really start to check some things off of their college or post-secondary to-do list. Last but not least, we don't require anyone to come into our program with prior knowledge on the college application process. We will give you all of the tools and resources that you need to be a successful mentor. We provide those resources in the form of quarterly virtual trainings. So the ask is just that you are able to attend those trainings once per quarter. In total, like I said, it's about a 3-hour commitment every month. It's extremely doable. You would be supporting your student with this for the 11th and 12th grade year, but we really do our best to try and make sure that our program is as accessible as possible to everyone involved. In terms of qualifications, we really only have two. The first is that you live or work within commutable distance to one of our flagship regions. And then the other requirement is that we do need all of our mentors to be at least 21. So if you're ready to join us as a mentor for one of our high school students this year, please scan the QR code that you see on the screen. That will take you to our virtual orientation registration page. Sign up for our virtual orientation, and from there, you will learn more details about the program, and we will get you started on the screening process. Please, if you have any questions at all, do not hesitate to reach out to volunteer at imentor.org. Otherwise, thank you for your time, and we hope to see you at an orientation soon.